that much. Artie Burns got 99 zone coverage and 99 playback. Had that man since the first year though, from like year 6. Older.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
Oh my God.
So with that, let's get up
he
to
has 99 speed.
Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Pyramid 2.0. I like
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Also, some folds on me. I'll tell you. Kill. Yo, I seen one play with your game. The quarterback broke 2 tackles. One to the left and then you throw it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh my God, he picked me off the first play.
A great read and it's picked off.
It was weird. He was rubbing it for a running back.
21-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll put 2 receivers left.
Why is my dude with the hair?
Now Wentz. That's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 21 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Bears did it.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Ooh, I've been waiting for him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
He was garbage, but I mean, they put his stats
this fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Watch that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He really picked me on the first play and then scored on the first play. Right up the seam.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15.
70-yard touchdown.
And into the end
Over the cover.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there.
Well, I mean, cover 4, they'd be... Yeah, because the safety would be sitting back there. It's fake. I seen it one John when you throw it in the end zone and his safety picked it off. Perriman ran past it.
69 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started.
You quit the game
as the
that
kicks away.
Or you started no.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Browns getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And then it's going to be here.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one
I seen somebody on
and they're going to get this one all
Madden
the way out across the 45. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, and now with his height, sitting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes it saves time.
He just threw it up the seam 3 times in a row.
This one complete to Devin
3 for 3, 65 yards.
It's a gain of 21 that time, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
For a while now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Yeah.
They come out here in the eye.
I call him Bonner. How do you think?
Our first carry now, this is Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop down completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
He picked it off and they scored the first game.
They go back to the ground with Johnson.
Oh,
he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
They come out here in the eye. The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long.
Yeah,
you know they trust him with the football.
He didn't quit.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
He just threw it in the end zone. His head retarded. He didn't get his feet in. He challenged it. I've never seen nobody challenge something.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Wentz to throw on second down. And did he get the feet down?
He threw it back to that
touchdown.
same corner and caught it. Wow.
Corey Coleman from
Booth
8
review?
yards out.
Oh, overtime.
And the Browns
Let's
can
go.
grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Yeah, I can't believe the Bears blocked Luter's kick.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Right now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now it's Wilson. McConnelly's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver.
Called a big body slant.
Touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about
I want him to throw it.
Super toe. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll send the receiver in motion left. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
His first of many.
Down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They only let you break one when they want you to.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Conley. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarter.
For
a Steelers touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tipped it up.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Wentz. He finds Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back in the 48-yard line. That's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
You said what?
Wins to throw on second down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Oh, Sean Davis just made him fumble after I was just talking about
his
how hard
guys
he
are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the ball. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On second down, here's Wilson.
So somebody
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, here's Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
7 yards remain now on third down. Now Wentz on third down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to Funchess complete. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And now a first down following that long gain. Wentz now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
I know I misunderstood.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. On first down, Wentz. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Wentz to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the ball banked way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And this will be caught at the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it first and 10. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, here's Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Will Tye, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
How is that? I can get whatever I want. I don't care what you get. I got a car.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. In motion right comes Funchess. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Into the red zone, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Orleans Darkwa taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got some space here. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. Third down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third and goal, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the big fella. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
In motion goes the tight end. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to look deep down the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another pistol look here. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Wilson now to throw on third down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Now Wentz on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Wentz able to shake him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Time for a break. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Drive here, and it goes on and on. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Red zone opportunity. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, he stays up. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush
All right,
out
I'll
to
be out
his
there in a
right and
second.
try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter.
No,
play.
I threw 2 picks. I mean, I just kept turning over in the red zone. He cheated anyway. Yeah, that last throw, I don't know what the heck I don't know why I threw it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I said just send Haney deep. I mean, McQuiston deep and throw it. All that.
They'll run with Darquan. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, I really lost it.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
What?
Now Darquan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He really beat me. That's corny, dog.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to book a trip to the AFC title game.
Yep.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's
time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.